Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to be discussing raising your vibration, what's coming in the next several years, what's happening now, and making a choice of which timeline you want to go down. I had just watched an Alba Weinman, her most recent one, with a woman that was regressed, and she's talking about these things. And I'm going to be posting it in my description box. So please watch it from beginning to end. Boy, does it answer a lot of things. While she was talking about all these things, I was going there and seeing all of this. And yeah, she's right on par. You couldn't be more on par. Actually, there was some things she didn't talk about, but basically she nutshelled it. Very interesting. Please watch it. It's very enlightening. So, I was talking to Arthur the other day, and I said, well, I think I've really upset somebody, you know who you are, because of what I said. When I try to answer things, I try to be as truthful as possible. And we were having a conversation about agendas. And somehow I wasn't very clear in what I was saying, because I'm also coming from a higher perspective, which is not in the 3D, 4D. And I was trying to explain it broadly. And now this person believes that I have these hidden agendas and I'm not genuine and I'm trying to manipulate. I will say this. Every single human being in this reality has an agenda. And an agenda is only what you want for your reality. Of course we do. When I say agenda, it's been so tainted that that word is something sneaky and underhanded and horrific, and we're going to con you, and this is what this word has now become. So an agenda is now, agenda, negative. No, agendas are positive and negative, but they're personal. What do you want in your reality? What do you see in your future? This is an agenda. A goal is an agenda. If you didn't have an agenda, you'd be standing there with nothing. You wouldn't know where to go. You wouldn't know where to do anything. You would just be standing there spinning your wheels. We all have agendas. It doesn't mean that they're negative. It just means that they are goals where we want to go. So clearing that misinformation up. I tried to go back and explain why we are not 100% in our predictions and what we see and what have you. I'm going to break this down. Not I nor anyone else out there is ever in this construct going to be 100% on par. And there are several reasons, but the main reason is Matrix rules. Matrix rules says you will not be the be-all, end-all of everything. You will not be the being that you are outside of this. Of course not. This place is designed for you to wake up, find your power within, and don't expect others to give you all the answers when you should be looking for the answers yourself. Yes, we can ask for help or direction or what have you, but you cannot idolize any single being here and think, oh, they're the answer to everything. No, they're not. They're only a directional pointer if that's the direction you want to go in. If you don't want to go into that person's direction, then you'll find another directional pointer or look in with yourself. Like if Hitler came to me and said, this is my agenda, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that at all. I'm going the opposite way. It's the same with anything. We all have choices to make within ourselves. And I'm glad this actually happened. I had believed that everyone knew this concept. And I was informed by Zanvas, which is Arthur, that Sonia, you're not on the same topic as most people. You are up here expecting everyone to know what you're talking about, and most people don't. They're still down here, and they don't have those concepts that you do. So I needed to straighten that out. If I am wrong, there are also other reasons. There are a plethora of timelines. My daughter Wendy was talking about that in the last video we did together, where every decision has 1,000 outcomes. Which timeline are you on for that outcome? Which way did you go? Because like I said, there is nothing new under the sun. It's how you want to go. How do you want to play this? It's up to you. Free will beings, it's up to you. So if I say, okay, well, I see this, where am I seeing this from? Which timeline am I pulling this out of? The one directly in front of you or the one down the road? Are you going to be on the one down the road? Or did you make another veer and you're not even there anymore? I know that our 3D minds have a really hard time because we still do have the 3D mind, even though we're not in that playing field anymore because that all changed. We went into the age of Aquarian. We need to grow our light inside of us. We need to open up our telepathic abilities. The split is happening now, and I talk about this split. The split of transhumanism, going deeper into a constructed reality where you are told and given everything to manipulate you to do what somebody else wants, or to be in the more organic 5D reality where you make your choices, you do what you want to do, you're not manipulated or controlled. You are connected with your higher being to your source. If you go down the transhumanism section, you will be severed from that. You will be completely manipulated, controlled. You will be a prisoner within the shell. I suggest none of us go that way. No, it's terrible. The fact that it's even happening is an abomination to life itself. My agenda is, and let me make it very clear, I am for humanity's natural progression to way things should go with no transhumanism in there. I'm not against technology. I love technology, but not to the point where I want to surrender my very being to it and be encaptured in another prison. No, and that's happening now. Look around and you can see it in the physical. Do you play games all day? Do you think about playing games all day? Is your life evolving around a game? Does the game have more value to you than this reality you're physically in? Well, first steps of transhumanism. Do you sit and watch TV all day? Is your TV the only reason you get up? Can you even go a day without turning on the TV? Steps into transhumanism. You need to break away from this stuff. If you, as a being, want to experience what it's going to be like to be opening these abilities, the telepathic ability, the manifestation ability, you need to get off of that secondary stuff because that won't allow you to access all of this here. So, wake up, everyone. There's a choice being made now. It's going to be transhumanism or it's going to be organic consciousness. I vote we all go to organic consciousness, and that is my agenda. Because to me, I don't want to be ruled, dictated to, told what to do, and punished if I don't obey. Because it's all about reward and punishment with transhumanism. I'll reward you if you do what I say you need to do, and I will punish you if you don't. And remember, the sadistic, satanic reality of transhumanism is what's running everything now. So the child trafficking, the child murder, the people murder, the torturing, the cannibalism, and it goes on and on and on, bankrupting you, giving you no means of support, taking away your right and God-given gift to be the being that you are, your individual DNA, which no one shares. Now, when I was looking into this, when I was listening to the Alba Wyman woman who was being regressed, and I saw what had been going on, this all plays into the mud flood reality where the people just came up from underground and were inserted into this reality, because that whole thing's a big mess. I suggest everyone go watch Campbell on Autodidactics. I suggest you watch Martin Liedtke on Flat Earth British and John Levy, because they're real into this and they're finding the discrepancies throughout our time, and it all intertwines. We have to know our past so we know where to go in the future. So this transhumanism is to make sure you go nowhere. You sit and spin. And they feed on negativity, and they feed on ignorance and compliance and obeying. I suggest humanity do not go down that road. I already know some have already jumped on board in that transition. They went and they got their little shots, and they had the thing shoved up their nose, and now they're in there. They've got the DNA, and what can I say? The split is happening now. Please don't do that. Don't go get any shots. Stay away from the pharmaceutical companies. Everyone needs to go back to being organic. Start researching organic medicines that have not been tampered with every kind of tech known to man, and poisons, and you name it. So I wanted to just definitely please go watch the Alba Weinman that I've got posted in my description box. Watch it from beginning to end. I couldn't say more than she's saying in some aspects. I do know that humanity will override in the end, but it's going to be bumpy. It's going to be rough and bumpy. I want everyone to know that I do not have an agenda to deceive, to gain. I don't know what I'm supposed to gain. First off, I will tell you this. I do not accept donations. I had one person, Lassie, give me a food card, and I told him not to, and he did anyway, but thank you. I do not accept donations. This is not about that. It never has been. I am here to strictly give out information on humanity. I want you to go to the higher reality. I do not want you to be perpetually staggered into this humanistic reality that the powers that be, that Hitler's, and all into this Nazism and you name it. I don't want us going down the torture road, because it is a torture to your soul, your being, a torture to your body, a control mechanism. So I don't know how to make that any clearer. If anyone thinks that I have these agendas to twist and manipulate, no, I'm telling you there's a clear choice here. Make a choice. So I can't be any clearer than that. All right, then. I guess on that note, I'll just say adieu for today. Everybody, high vibe it. Know that this is just one grain of sand in a never-ending sea of sand. One reality. Have a great day. Bye.